and I can't wait to announce it. Okay, so anyway, so let's go to the first one. The first superfood is almonds. These energy-rich snacks lower bad cholesterol. Hello, men, bad cholesterol, thanks to plant sterols, and benefit diabetics by lowering blood sugar. They're also rich in amino acids, which bolster testosterone levels and muscle growth. Testosterone and muscle growth? Come on, my men. Almonds are also stuffed with vitamin E, which helps defend against sun damage. Because, a lot of times we get skin cancer and we're in the sun too much. We're not taking care of ourselves like we should, and that's something to think about. In a study, volunteers who consumed 14 milligrams of the vitamins, about 20 almonds per day, when they were exposed to the UV light, they burned less than those who took none. Okay? So they end up getting skin burns, you know what I'm saying? So they end up being burned by the UV lights from the sun. And so so they end up getting sunburn. And because vitamin E is an antioxidant, it also works to keep your arteries free of dangerous free radicals. Low levels of vitamin E are also associated with poor memory performance and cognitive decline, says dietitian Sari Greaves of New York Presbyterian Hospital, Cornell. So these little almonds, think about that, what they can do to help us in so many areas of our of life as our men and women and human beings. Okay, almonds. The next one is one of my favorite, flax seeds, and I'm actually I usually use it in blend. I usually take the oil by teaspoon. And by tablespoon, and if I don't do that, then when I'm blending up a smoothie, then I make sure to put that in there. And I've got some recipes that I'm going to be demonstrating in the university of all kind of stuff that we're making and doing. Okay, so flax seeds are rich in protein and fiber. These little seeds offer a payload of omega-3 fatty acids, which erase spots and iron out fine lines in the skin. Okay, the British Journal of Nutrition reported that participants in one study who drowned about a half a teaspoon of omega-3 daily in 6 weeks experienced significant less irritation and redness, along with better hydrated skin. A recent study of people with high cholesterol greater than 240 milligrams compared statin treatment with eating 20 grams of flaxseed a day. After 60 days, those eating flaxseed did just as well as those on statins. Try sprinkling like ground flaxseed on your oatmeal, yogurt, and your salads. Like for us, we're big salad people. My husband, he is a chef at making salads. I've never seen someone make the most beautiful salads as my husband. So when he's making these salads, I'm always sliding that. I'm going to be sliding and always sliding the flaxseed, because you can buy it at the grocery store. You can buy it at the health food store. And what I do, I'm going to tell you something I do. I buy it, then I come home, I blend it up in the blender so it'll be more powdery, and then I just sprinkle it on what I want to eat. Okay, or put it in what I'm, whatever I'm preparing, I'll put it in there. Okay, so let's go to another one, tomatoes. There are two things you need to know about tomatoes. Red vegetables and tomatoes are the best because they're packed with more antioxidants, lycopene, and processed tomatoes are just as potent as fresh ones because it's easier for the body to absorb the lycopene. Studies show that a diet rich in lycopene can decrease your risk of bladder, lung, prostate, skin, and stomach cancer, as well as reduce the risk of coronary artery disease. And on top of that, help eliminate skin aging free radicals caused by ultraviolet rays, UV light. Cooked tomatoes and tomato paste work best, said, you got to look at even celebrity trainers. I don't want to say who, but celebrity trainers are even stating this as well. Sweet potatoes, often confused with yams, so make sure you're getting sweet potatoes and not yams. These are one of the healthiest foods on the planet. In addition to countering the effect of secondhand smoke and preventing diabetes, sweet potatoes also contain glutathione, an antioxidant that can enhance nutrient metabolism and immune system health, as well as protect against Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, liver disease, cystic fibrosis, HIV, cancer, heart attack, and stroke. What's more, they're loaded with vitamin C, which smooths out wrinkles by stimulating the production of collagen. A recent study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that volunteers who consume 4 milligrams of vitamin C, that's about a half a sweet potato, daily for 3 years, decreased the appearance of wrinkles by 11%. Whew. You know something? That's something I've been thinking about. I just wonder if you can grind up sweet potatoes and turn them into a paste and put them on your face as a treatment. I'm serious. I've been thinking about that. I really have. I think I'm going to try it. I'll get back to you guys and let you know in another episode what happened. Don't laugh at me. Spinach. It may be green and leafy, but spinach is a renowned muscle builder. So you men, you want those muscles, you better start eating some spinach more and more and more. It's also the ultimate man food. The heart health equivalent of a first ballot Hall of Famer. Spinach is replete with essential minerals, potassium, magnesium. It's one of the top sources of lutein, an antioxidant that might help prevent clogged arteries. Plus, its vitamins and nutrients can bolster bone mineral density, attack prostate cancer cells, reduce the risk of skin tumors, fight colon cancer, and last but not least, increase the blood flow to the penis. Come on, my men. You know they say Popeye the Sailor and his spinach. So whoever, whoever made that Popeye the Sailor, they must have knew a little bit more about the science of spinach or something, because we got to remember that, relate that to that. Rosemary, the carcinic acid found in spice, has been shown to reduce stroke risks in mice by 40%, according to a study published in the Journal of Neurochemistry. Carcinic acid appears to set off a process that shields brain cells from free radical damage, which can worsen the effect of a stroke. It can also protect against degenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and the general effect of aging. So start using this in your salad. Go to the store, get your rosemary, just start sprinkling on your salad. Just don't cook it, just sprinkle it on the food itself. And, if you're getting it fresh, whole, let it dry out, put it in the blender and blend it up as a spice in a powder, and then take it and put it on the shelf and label it and put it in, one of a small plastic container and label it, or get you a shaker and label that. And then that's part of the process. That's part of the process. Because if we can find something to eat and that will help reduce stroke, like they said, in mice, and protect against degenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and aging, so let's put it in our salad. Let's do that. One of my favorites, and you all know that we eat salmon every single week. We do. And a 4-ounce serving of salmon has approximately 2,000 milligrams of docosahexaenoic. I can't say that, but it's DHA. Because every time I try to say all these words, my tongue gets crossed up. And you guys know I'm tongue-tied on some things, so just work with me a little bit, okay? Okay. And so the other one, EPA, is another, these two, the DHA and the EPA, I wish, I'm going to try to say it, icosapentaenoic. Okay, I hope I said it right. Also, this acid is known as EPA. Okay, and the other one, I'm going to try to say it right, the docosahexaenoic acid, known as DHA. I did that one pretty good. Also, is one of the omega-3 fatty acids that serve as oil for the brain's hardware by helping nerve cells communicate with each other. 35% of your brain consists of fatty acid like these, but they can decline as the years go past, as we exist as humans, as we get older. So a 2008 University of Cincinnati study, for instance, found that brain tissue of 65 to 80-year-olds contained 22% less DHA than the brain tissue of a 29 to 35-year-old. If you want to keep, existing and remembering, start consuming some omegas. Start consuming these. Did you know that CBD oil naturally has omegas in them as well? A lot of people didn't know that. nutrition researcher at the University of South Dakota, why do we tell people to get the wild caught salmon, Alaskan salmon? And I'm going to tell you why. Because farm fish, the fish that people have fish farms, they're fattened with soy. And soy can be as high in inflammatory omega-6 fats as a cheeseburger. So just work with me, because sometimes I try to say things and I get tongue-tied. But guess what? I work through it. I don't care. I work through it, because you gotta overcome your fears, and you can't be afraid to do something, because something's gonna happen. You just work through it. So I'm a person that believes in helping people work through things, and my actions, I demonstrate my actions of what I tell people to do. I work through things until I can get through it. And so you guys be patient with me. I am tongue-tied, but I work on it. Okay, so let's get back to this other thing. I'm going to go over this again. Why is wild-caught Alaskan salmon better and more nutritious for you than farmed fish, which are fattened with soy? Because it's high in inflammatory omega-6 fats as a cheeseburger. If in doubt, opt for sockeye salmon, which can be farmed, and it cannot be farmed. I'm sorry, and it's always wild. Sockeye salmon, they can't grow it on a farm, they can't raise it on a farm, and it's always wild. Aim for at least 2 servings a week, said dietitian Joan Selge Blake, author of Nutrition for You. Hey, Joan. Blueberries. This potent little fruit can help prevent a range of diseases from cancer to heart disease. The directors of research at Precision Nutrition in Toronto, Canada, think of blueberries as an anti-rust for your gray matter. Besides being rich in fiber and vitamin A and C, they're also packed with antioxidants. Only acai, an Amazonian berry, contains more, that neutralizes the free radicals that cause neuronal misfires. And we talked about that earlier in the episode, so go back and refer to that when the cells split out. Eat a cup a day. Opt for wild blueberries whenever possible, as they contain 26% more antioxidants than cultivated varieties. So stick to your blueberries, or if you can get the acai berries that come from an Amazon forest, then do that. Green tea, and I've talked about green tea, releases catechins, an antioxidant with proven anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties. Research found that drinking 2 to 6 cups a day may not only help prevent skin cancer, but also reverse the effects of sun damage by neutralizing the change that appears in sun-exposed skin. Other studies show also that green tea infused with another antioxidant called epigallocatechins, EGCG, okay, it's called epigallocatechins gallate, EGCG, can boost your cardiovascular health and reduce the risk of most type of cancers. And we do have a supplement that we have EGCG in. And it's going to come up in the commercial break, because after it's almost an hour gone past. And I told you this one was going to be long, and it's going to go over an hour, okay, in like an hour and 30 minutes maybe. And the reason why is because I'm going to give you a whole grocery list of things that you're going to buy and can buy, and know why you're buying it and know what it does. And you can keep listening to this podcast over and over until you get it. And you don't have to do it in one day. Take your time. Take your time. Dark chocolate contains flavonoids, a natural nutrient in cocoa, improves blood flow in the brain, which help boost cognitive functions. Plus, dark chocolate contains a tannin called procyanidin, which is also found in red wine, that helps keep your arteries flexible and your blood pressure low. It helps on the outside too. In a study from the Journal of Nutrition, women who drank cocoa fortified with chocolate bars worth of flavonoids had better skin texture and stronger resistance to UV rays than those who drank significantly fewer flavonoids. Indulge at least in 1 ounce a day to get all the benefits, said dietitian Sarah Greaves of New York Presbyterian Hospital, Cornell. Tuna. That's another one. Your favorite deli sandwich has a little secret. Selenium. This nutrient helps preserve elastins, a protein that keeps your skin smooth and tight. The antioxidant is also believed to buffer against the sun. It stops free radicals created by UV exposure from damaging cells.